Hi everybody, Laura from BalletMet here with some ideas to help you and your family keep moving during this time of social distancing. Now everything I have that I'm going to show you is just from around my house, so I don't expect you to go buy anything or order anything new. If you don't have exactly what I'm showing you, hopefully it'll give you some ideas of what you could use. So just be creative and be safe. As we're moving in a younger dance class, we call it a good dancing spot. We make sure that we're not going to bump into anybody or anything. So if you have enough space that you can move a little bit of furniture, and actually in a little bit I'm going to show you just something that I set up in a hallway, and these are all just some ideas to help you to set up your own little movement obstacle course. So things like even socks, a pair of shoes, stuffed animals, pillows, anything that you can put down that would create a pathway. So if you're going to put something, a person could go around things or they could jump over them, but make sure things are soft. We don't want somebody to bump their toe, or if you land on it, we don't want it to be hard where you might hurt yourself. So something nice and gentle. If you're going to jump over things, I grab my tissue box because that gives you a little bit more height. So if you want to try to make your kiddos jump a little bit higher, something like that would work. And stuffed animals again. Bigger ones to make bigger circles, smaller ones to make smaller pathways or smaller jumps. And I rated my summer stash. So my pool noodle, I I've cut it in half lengthwise. So you'll see that leaves a flat side. And when you put it down, it makes a great little balance beam. It's a little harder than you think to have to walk on that curved surface, but you could also then let someone jump and they could go sideways, jumping side to side over it, or coming straight at it and just jumping forward over it. And I also pulled out my little pool weights. These are the things that you throw and they fall to the bottom of the pool. They're small enough that you could stand there and point your toe and touch your toe in the middle. You could create a little course where maybe on the floor they start at the yellow and they march to the green, and then they skip to the pink, and then they do a little jump to get back to the green and freeze. So that also gets in some color recognition as well. And if you want to do something where they actually have to stop and you have a floor that's smooth, a tile or hardwood, I have a few of these here at home. It's those little rubberized, you use them to open a jar. But if you put those down on the floor, it does keep it from sliding so much. So that's a good way to have something that stops. If you don't have something like this, use a piece of paper and maybe just tape it to the floor. Staying along the lines of our summer toys, a beach ball. Sit across the room from somebody, roll it back and forth, use a hand to push it back and forth, then use your knee to push it back and forth, or your toe to push it back and forth. Get creative, use your ear, use your shoulder. And that's something you could even have someone do by themselves. All right, use your elbow to push that all the way around the living room floor. Or if you've set up a little obstacle course, you're gonna take the ball with your elbow in and out through everything. Something else I have done, I have these little plastic eggs, oops, and inside I have little pictures that I've printed out, and you could just write things on them. This one says kick, and I have other ones. Let's see, I have jump and skip, and I think this one's twirl. Yes, and a spin. So you could hide these around the house, and then they have to come back to you and show you what's in them. Or you could decide to make a little movement sequence out of them. So I picked the skip first, and then I'm gonna spin, and then I got jump next, and then I'm gonna finish off with some big kicks and use things like that. So you could just write out different movement things. Jump, hop, skip, leap, twirl, kick, freeze. You could even add directions, forward, backwards, side to side, up, down, things like that. You can get as creative as you want to. Anything that you think you could use to put a little movement sequence together. So let me go around the corner here and I'm going to show you what I have set up in my hallway. So you see I've just used a stuffed animal, a roll of toilet paper, a pillow, the pool noodle, and then I have an egg at the end of my little obstacle course. So with this, you could have your kiddos either go around, and you could tell them to tiptoe, you could tell them to go forward or backwards, they could jump over things, they could jump over, and then they have to freeze. So again, it's just a piece of paper that I have taped to the floor, and then let's see what's in the egg to finish up my little movement. Oh, it's a kick. So making sure, again, your good dancing spot, you want to be safe. So I'm not going to kick the wall. I'm going to make sure that where I kick is nice and safe. And then you can switch out the egg, you can switch out how they go through the obstacle course. Maybe it's skip, maybe it's tiptoe, maybe it's gallop, maybe it's, again, forward, backwards. You use your imagination, and I hope that some of these things help you to get up and get moving with you and your family. Everybody stay healthy and stay safe. Bye.